To Rate My Gadget, and I'm going to be comparing the two major blink cameras that you can get on the market. In simple terms, the outdoor one and the indoor wired one. So let's see which is the best and why. First things first, what do they do? So I've done a review of this wireless blink camera in the past, but in essence they are Amazon's answer to security cameras. So what that means is that you can put these around your house or property, and as long as it's connected to the Wi-Fi network, then it will be able to either over the cloud if you're a subscriber, or through the sync module, it's called. You can have videos saved onto your USB or onto a drive. So what's the difference between these two? So if I go functionality first rather than design, this one here, exactly the same to this one here in terms of the camera has a motion sensor, has the microphone, so the ability to talk to people, obviously records video if you want. The main difference is this one is wireless, so it relies on 2 AA lithium batteries, whereas this one is wired. This one also is not recommended for outdoor use, whereas this one is because it's a sealed unit. Okay, so they are the main differences. Now, I use both of these. So the main difference is the fact that you've got it wired and battery, and this is dependent on your own personal requirements. This here has got a really simple mount that it clips onto the back of, which you mount it in. This here, you can just sit this onto a flat surface like that and then move it around. This, you can't do that. You can put it onto a flat surface if you want. The mount itself actually clips onto the back, and it's meant for really screwing into a wall. And you can see that on my other video. The other thing, as well as the fact that the way it sits, is actually the design of it. You can already see that this one is slightly smaller, but it is slightly deeper. Okay, and I've given you the dimensions up in the top right of both of these cameras. The other thing, and it depends on your preference, is that the wire sits quite proud out of the back, which for some may be frustrating, because if you want to have this flat against the wall or in a corner, that can be quite difficult. You can mount the camera upside down if you want to, but this plate on the bottom, unfortunately for me, and this is the biggest disadvantage for this, it means that it's really meant for something sitting onto a flat surface, not really mounting up against the wall, which is why this one with the mount at the back works quite well. Okay. Disadvantage, however, of this one is the power. So this relies on 2 AA batteries. I have found probably once every 6 months I change it, but then for me, I am using this on schedule mode with motion detection. If you have this on all the time during the day with motion detection, so if you wanted to see, postman or whatever it may be, it will soon run out of battery. Okay. Good thing with this is it comes with a lead, which is a USB lead, and this lead is probably about 3-4 meters long, and it comes with a USB on the end of it and a USB plug. So they actually do provide those things, which is quite nice. So it is a fairly universal adapter that it comes with. The problem is obviously trying to find a plug point in your house where this looks discreet. And that is the other thing. If you want something that's discreet, this is probably better, not because of the colour necessarily, but because you haven't got any wires coming from it, it can sit quite secretly in the corner. Whereas this, because you've got a wire coming down, you are going to see a trailing wire coming out the back of it. Okay, so personally, I can't give you whether one is better than the other. It depends what you're after. In real summary, if you're looking for something outside, you have to use this because it's sold as waterproof. And I would also say if you're looking for something outside and you're going to be scheduling, this is perfect. If, however, you're looking for something outside that you want to be constantly recording voice and video, forget this. You won't be able to use this. This really does rely on only being used every now and then for picking up detection. Therefore, if you're looking for something like that, you want to use this. However, it depends on where you're going to be mounting this. If you're mounting it outside and it's going to be exposed to the lovely British weather that we have, it won't last, it will die. If, however, you want to be putting this inside, let's say on a windowsill, looking out from your property, perfect, absolutely perfect, because it's wired, you can plug it in the house, and it's not going to be exposed to the elements. If, however, you're going to be using something inside that, let's say, you want to keep quite discreet, you may prefer something like this. So it's all on preference. Next thing I'm going to look at is the video, and is there any difference in the actual video output from these two. Do this thorough test. I've put the two cameras right next to one another, and obviously filming the great man is groundskeeper Willie. So let's see what the quality's like. So these are the images that you get out of the Blink camera. So the wireless camera at the top, wired camera at the bottom. Both of them have the same kind of delay, but you can see actually that the wired camera has a slightly better image, ever so slightly. Now that may make a difference depending, on what you're trying to view. But overall, I think they're very comparable. I don't think there's much difference. I think I'll end the video there. So, I hope this has helped. Please do like, please subscribe. The links for both of these cameras are at the bottom. So thanks for watching.